Hello and welcome. November is designated World Kindness Month. Indeed, November 13th is World Kindness Day. And journeying with me today is Karina Jordan Scott, the founder and chairperson of Kind. Kind is kids in need of direction, and we need to learn to be kind. And she's going to be chatting with us about kindness to ourselves, kindness to our children, and indeed kindness to the entire world. So, Karina, welcome. And I know that you are big, you're the foundress of World Kindness Day, not World Kindness Day, the Kind, and you are the person who started it. So, tell us a little bit, what is World Kindness Day?
Well, World Kindness Day, first of all, good afternoon, and thank you very much for inviting us on board, and we say hi to all our viewers. World Kindness Day is a global event where acts of random kindness, which is what we call, Kind calls this initiative the ARC initiative, which is acts of random kindness, and we are trying to get World Kindness Day and Kind synonymous so that we can encourage persons anywhere around the globe, as well as in Trinidad and Tobago, to do acts of random kindness in a way to sort of transform our own society. I mean, we live together on this beautiful little island, and we want to make sure that we're creating the society that we want. So it is a global event, and we have also invited persons from other islands. We do have a couple organizations who are going to be coming on board with us out of Barbados. And we have some musicians from Florida, musicians from the Netherlands, and also the UK who have joined us. All of the videos will be on our Facebook page, Kids in Need of Direction, Kind, and on Instagram, kind_TT. And we also have some videos as well that will be shared via YouTube, our YouTube channel. And people can see different persons. A lot of them have Trinbagonian heritage, but we are hoping to expand beyond that and encourage persons to come and perform. The performance is part of it, because we're really just giving love, sharing joy and kindness with the performance. But we also do have statements on kindness coming from, whether it's influencers, coming from His Grace, Archbishop Charles Jason Gordon, and some other persons as well, and talking about the positive influence that kindness has on all human beings. Because first and foremost, we are human beings, right?
Yeah. So what are some acts of random kind? Because I mean, we're in the middle of a really, really horrendous pandemic right now. What so many people are hurting, so many people are in pain. What are some acts of random kindness that, for our listening, our viewing public, what are some acts of random kindness that we can do?
Well, Kind has a list of 13 acts of random kindness. I know we shared it with you as well, and we have it up on our Facebook page and on Instagram. And the 13 acts of random kindness are things like, you can give blood to the blood bank for a complete stranger. You can pick up somebody out of the hospital who's on crutches. Because when you're on crutches, I would know, I had crutches and it was very difficult. I couldn't even hold a cup of coffee, a glass of water, my handbag, nothing. Simple things, opening the door for someone. We have elderly persons down the road, offer them, can I go and do your grocery shopping for you? Good morning. A basic thing is good morning when you walk in somewhere. I remember as a child walking in a public space or walking downtown with my mom, and she made me say good morning to everybody that I passed. So for me, it's a very normal thing. But a lot of times, we pass people or we walk in a room and nobody says anything. So just even that little good morning, that little beautiful energy, because we don't know what other people are facing. And as you rightly said, we're in a challenging time with the pandemic. People are going through very, very difficult circumstances. So by all means, there's always someone having a harder time than you. So it's very, very important that we share that little positive energy and love with persons and just say hi even.
Yeah. So I suppose you're talking about the simple things in life is what I'm hearing you say, the very simple things, to just smile, looking
Yeah,
after.
basic things. And the thing too is that, World Kindness Day, for KIND, we came up with the ARC initiative, right? Acts of Random Kindness. And we went into 18 schools and we spoke to about 11,000 students about what an act of random kindness is and why we should do it. KIND is really big on creating a society that we are comfortable living in. We are big on not on reinventing the wheel. We love to partner. We partner with Living Waters many, many times. We partner with other groups as well, including FEEL, Paradise Hill Women's Club, St. Augustine Alumni, and several, I'm talking maybe Cotton Tree Foundation. I mean, 50 organizations we partner with, and we try and go into communities. So we're now in 32 communities, and we are doing also our Plant What You Eat initiative, whereby we're going through the country teaching families, especially persons who have lost their job, who may be unemployed, to be able to plant your own vegetable garden. And in doing so, you can now start to share, not because you're now starting to plant, you're going to plant all 19 items. You might plant 4 and your next door neighbor might plant a different 4. And then you share your items. Sometimes we live in communities and we don't even know who our neighbors are.
That's
So it's
true.
really, yeah, it's important to just connect, you know, and for the persons who are on the street, who might be traveling in a maxi taxi or who have to walk, you know, they might need some loving, tender care too. So
Yes.
KIND has developed our mental health videos in Me Time. We're calling it Me Time, easy meditation videos, simple videos that people could understand, connect with your breath. You know, try and take a few seconds of reflection. Think about the value that you are bringing to society. A lot of times we forget how positive we are or how beautiful we are. We are souls. We are beautiful souls.
So
And
what I'm hearing you
created
saying is kindness to yourself as well. Yeah, which is
acts
where
of
it
random
starts.
kindness,
Mhm.
acts of random kindness to ourselves. Because if we are not kind to ourselves, if we do not love our own being, how on earth can we love someone else or try and give of ourselves to other people? We have to look after ourselves. And many of us are the same situation. Sometimes we just need a little someone just to hear us.
Yeah. How does one get involved? How does one get involved in kind? If our viewers want to get involved and say, this sounds like something that, because I know, and I'm sure there are many people out there who recognize the need, they see what's happening in society, and they want a way to help. But with all the crazy,
Sure. So persons could always message us on Facebook. Our Facebook is Kids in Need of Direction KIND. Instagram is IG is kind_TT. And our website is www.kindkid.org. It's very easy to find us. Our number is 626-NEED, which is 6333 626 6333. And once you message us and tell us you want to get involved in whichever way that you would like to, we normally ask you to send in your CV. We do have a volunteer form on our website, but we just upgraded part of our website. So the whole website is not up as yet, but we will, right now we're revamping some things on it. So we have the landing page. We have the most important page, the donate button page. So persons could make any size contribution. And we of course have our World Kindness page and calendar up, etc. And persons could message us and tell us, hey, I want to get involved, or I want to make a donation. We can send you the donate button. And there are a lot of wonderful things that we are doing with our calendar of events. We have World Kindness Day on November 13th. That's this Saturday. And we are starting, sorry.
So I'm sorry, because I know because we were chatting before that you have a lot of exciting things planned for that. So I was just going to ask you to share those things.
Yes, so we're starting with a little mini caravan. So we have 2 vehicles, with one is north-south with Elmo and Pooh, and they are going to be stopping off along the highway at different points starting at 9 a.m. And we have Mickey and Minnie Mouse from east-west starting at the Arima Dial and coming down again from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we also have every couple of hours, we'll be rolling out videos, statements on kindness, as well as performances throughout the day. And then we have a live streaming session, which is a DJ session with DJ Rene, DJ Franco, Just Juice. We have DJ Geo with us as well. So, I mean, we have a
Where
real
are we
nice.
going to be able to access
So
this?
this is it's a live streaming. It's on Facebook and Instagram.
Ah,
So once persons go on, and of course we could take a little dance in our living room, a little
and that's on
boogie
Saturday. Yeah.
on Saturday evening from 6:30 p.m. Playing some beautiful parang, playing some old time songs, playing some modern music. It's for all different age groups, and it's
Fantastic.
going from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. So we're quite excited about that.
Okay, that sounds exciting. You know, people are just looking for something, some way to, as you said, to be kind to themselves, to be kind to the people in their household as well. You know, which is so important. Mhm.
Yes, correct. And then next week we have our first time our art auction. So that starts on November 17th. We have local artists, young, upcoming, beautiful pieces of work that have been donated to KIND, and we are auctioning those pieces. The art auction runs from November 17th to 24th, and that will be posted on Sunday from our Facebook page as well as on our website and Instagram. So persons just have to check in and see what else is coming up. We have a mental health workshop on December 1st to 3rd with Dr. Astral Webb out of Maryland. And of course, Dr. Webb happens to be a Trini.
Ah,
So we have a great a series of activities. We have a gender-based violence workshop from the 8th to the 10th of December with Ashley Burnett. And that's for secondary school students. And then we have our Run for Kindness in January from January 13th. So we have quite a packed schedule, and it's really designed for persons to get involved and check out and see what we're doing.
Karina, you have so much energy. Where do you get your inspiration? Where did you get the inspiration and the energy to do this? Because I always like to find out that, because, you know, persons who take their time and this is totally all out there for Trinidad and Tobago and the children and the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Where do you get your inspiration? What inspired you?
A couple of things. Well, for one, I grew up in a home. My mom was extremely charitable, and it was just part of our lifestyle. In fact, when I was younger, I remember visiting the Tagariga orphanage every Sunday. We used to go because mommy was very good friends with the person who used to run it. I actually thought as a little girl, it was very normal to have 100 friends. And to do things with 100 friends on a Sunday. I only found out as I got older that, wait a minute, this is really not, you know, common, it's not normal. But I would give credit to my mom because she definitely was completely involved. A lot of her spare time was spent in developing women. Her passion was developing young women. And I definitely inherited some of that. And then I'm very fortunate that my husband as well is seriously involved in giving of his time. And we do a lot of charitable work that has become really part and parcel of our lifestyle. So it's very enjoyable. I would say it might even be a little selfish because you get hooked on doing acts of random kindness. You know, if you talk to a psychologist, they will tell you it releases a hormone that's very positive in you. And you feel so good, you want to do another act of random kindness again.
Yeah.
So I would say there's a little bit of that as well. And we've also seen the beauty in it. So we made a major milestone because KIND has just crossed over 100,102 beneficiaries.
Wow.
Whom we've been able to help in 32 communities.
And you're talking about locally here in Trinidad.
Locally, that we,
wow.
Yes, that we can get data to support that part. And the other, some major milestones too, was that we now have one of our students who went through our decade program is now a medical doctor, Dr. Kanisha Skeet at Mount Hope. So that is another big milestone, and our decade children who worked with us have all, well, one is a lecturer at SBCS, you know, they all have their degrees and they're working, and it's really very positive for us when we have those stories to share, because giving someone an opportunity of support, you know, that's all people need sometimes. And that's why we talk about these simple acts of random kindness. Sometimes people might just need a listening ear. And then from there, they're like a little butterfly, they could just take off, and I think that's the important part of giving of yourself. I mean,
and interestingly, your answer went from me to us, and I think that and we and the things that we do, and I think that in itself says so very much about it. Well, Karina, it's 15 minutes, so I just want to thank you so very much, and I really hope that after this is finished, we can probably come back on and talk a little bit more about the children and the ways in which we can help children, because there are so many children. And maybe you could, maybe before we go, because I know Lisa wouldn't punish us for this, because I see so many children right now on the street, when they're supposed to be in school. And so many, this morning there was this little boy with his mother on the streets, on the main road in St. Joseph, a busy street, and the mother was selling avocados, and the little child is about 9 or 10, and he's just running up and down the pavement, and everybody's heart is fluttering. One slip of, how can we help? What can we do?
Well, the most important thing is, think of it, if that child was your child, what would you want to do?
Yeah.
So a loving touch, a loving comment. We're not here to chastise anyone, so we can ask, because not every time that we see persons who need help means that they want help, but we can certainly ask. Trinbagonians are a very special breed of persons. We are naturally very loving and caring. So it's very easy for us to come out and say, hey, is everything all right? I notice, your child is on the pavement. You might want to be a little careful in case something happens. And I mean, that is just one act of kindness. But whenever we see something happening on the outside, we can always ask, how can we help? That's a very simple statement to make. If you have money and you can give money, great. If you don't have money and you can give time, great, give time. If you could make a phone call, cheer up someone on a day, just think about being in those persons' shoes, because it's hard. And basically it's about loving all and serving all, because at the end of the day, we are human beings, not human doings. We are human beings. And it's important to recognize that kindred spirit that's in all of us.
Thank you so very much. I think you've certainly inspired me, and I'm sure you've inspired so many others. So just a reminder, I've been chatting with Karina Jardine Scott, the founder and chairperson of KIND. And this month, the month of November, we celebrate for the entire month, and indeed for our entire life, by doing random acts of kindness. Join them on Saturday from 6:30. I think that's going to be a fantastic event for the party, the DJs. Look out for the motorcades and like them on Facebook. And most of all, press that donate button and help them, please. So Karina, thank you so very much, and all the best with your event, and God bless you. Take care.
When I grow up, I want to be an army.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher or a dancer.